I look at this debate that's happening on Thursday at CNN, and I am quite hesitant. I worry that CNN is CNN. And it didn't get that moniker Communist News Network for nothing, right? They don't like Donald Trump over at CNN. And the guy who's going to be moderating this whole thing with his sidekick, Dana Bash, his name is Jake Tapper. And he has said over the years how much he really doesn't like Donald Trump. In fact, guys, do you remember just several months ago, maybe a little longer than that ago, they decided to do a town hall on CNN with Donald Trump. And the anchors went bonkers. It was like a complete mutiny at CNN. They wound up getting their boss fired because how dare the boss suggest a town hall with Donald Trump, that pariah, that disgusting person that is Donald Trump. Oh my God, they couldn't believe it. And they drove this poor guy right out of town. He was actually trying to help them. I think they got the best ratings they've ever gotten. They've just been sinking like a brick ever since. So I need you to remember that. Because going into Thursday, I feel very strongly that this is a little bit of a setup. I mean, they're going to control the microphones, and that's going to come with baggage. And they're going to control the questions. I've moderated 2 debates myself. I know how this works. Unfortunately, you get a lot of people, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and they're all looking at these questions over and over and over again. And what they want to do is trip up Donald Trump. And so Jake Tapper, with his very nasal, I'm sorry I pick on people's voices, but I guess it's my background in classical music and I have a very sensitive ear. For whatever reason, every man that came out of ABC News, that all they wound up on MSNBC and mostly on CNN, they all sound very Kermit-like, including poor Jake Tapper. Terrible, terrible voice. Anyway, I don't believe that Jake can really be neutral in any of this. I want you to hear him if you can stand to listen. I know it's nails on the chalkboard, but here he is with Anderson Cooper.
And it was an interesting night. Mr. Trump's first lie was told just seconds into the night with his false familiar claim that the 2020 election was, quote, a rigged election. And the falsehoods kept coming fast and furious about the January 6th insurrection, about the threat to Vice President Pence, about Pence's ability to overturn the election, about COVID, about the economy, and more. He called a black law enforcement officer a thug. He said people here in Washington, D.C. at Chinatown don't speak English. He attacked Caitlyn as a nasty woman because she was...
Can we just plug his nose? Someone needs to get him some voice lessons. Him and Ron DeSantis. Please, please, please. Anyway, we're going to have to listen to him on Thursday night. Well, you won't. I will. This is what I do for you. This is a labor of love. I'm not kidding. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make a comment. Join our chat. I see so many of you. Welcome back. Welcome back on this Monday. But yeah, Jake Tapper has... He has the job of trying to pretend like he's not biased, but he's very, very biased. And we've seen it over and over again. And the same with his sidekick. So you're going to have 2 very biased individuals in the seat. And then you get the network bias pouring in. Then, they get the former New York Times guy that's running their newsroom, for goodness sakes. And everybody has their book, so to speak, as we'd say in the market, right?